the move he had against Phoenix the other day against Kevin Durant, he grabbed the ball. Kevin Durant was guarding. He pulled through. He swiped through. Free throw line extended pull up for the not free throw line extended pull up for the jumper. He swung through in the lane, dunked on one of their players,
Joey Eubanks.
and it's like, bro, once you get, and then from one he pulled back from outside the arch, like he was outside
with the left.
With the left hand.
With the left.
Once he realized I can do these things because I'm that much bigger than these players, it's over with for the league.
But
he does not know that right now.
The fact that talking about that game against the Suns.
Yeah.
The fact that
and a horrible job of me explaining that move, but you get what I'm trying to say.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
But the fact that he didn't have a field goal up to that point, all right, in the first half. He didn't score until
that was his first field
the
goal.
end of the second quarter of that game.
He got angry. He was like, you know what? I'm angry.
Yeah, that's
Kevin Durant just dunked on me.
That's what I'm going.
So
the play before, Kevin Durant winds up shooting past him and
dunking the ball. Two hands.
And he already said before the game and after the game that Kevin Durant
he was giving KD a lot of love.
He said, that's my idol, blah, blah, blah. I understand that, but the fact that, he can be your idol, but he's going to show you why he's KD.
Right.
You know, that's what it is. And he got mad, and I like the fact that he got mad, because the very next play, he, like you said, he caught the ball in the wing, ripped through. Past KD, and then jumped from outside the charge circle and dunked left hand on Drew Eubanks. That's what I was like, yo, he has it in him. It just needs to come out more. And the thing is, he's young and he's still learning the NBA game because he's from overseas.
And that's what I'm saying. Realizing you're 7 feet 4. You can do that at 7 foot 4.
He would get there, but he's realizing the NBA game because he's not playing the NBA game. He's only been playing overseas Europe ball.
He's been playing guard type style.
Totally different. But going back to that game, he was a guy that he didn't play as much. I know he was on
he played about 28 minutes
restriction,
minutes restriction,
and things like that.
Yes.
But the fact that he was on the bench towards the end of the game, they made that comeback against KD and the Suns because Bradley Beal and Devin Booker did not play again, and they wind up cutting the lead from 7 to 3, and then all of a sudden they put him back in the game. And the fact that he came in the game and was able to secure the win for him. I mean, they had I think it was Keldon Johnson.
He had a nice tip dunk back in late in the game.
Keldon Johnson wound up just ripping the ball from KD. Hitting the layup, and they wind up winning the game against the Suns. And I'm looking at that team, I'm like, yo, they won 115 to 114. That was the first lead they had in the game. With 1.2 seconds to go, and KD tried to do a hero shot at the end and wound up not hitting it. But the fact that I'm watching that game, I'm like, yo, the Spurs are a young team, not as disciplined as I want them to be, but they're young. They fight.
They're gonna be good.
They just got done losing the Clippers the game before about 40. So they came back and it's like, hey, because a lot of young teams will take that 40-point lead a game and carry over to the next game. They were still fighting. I know it's the early years, so they still have some heart and things like that. But they have a long season because there's a lot of losing for Wemby, and I'm not sure how he's going to do with a lot of losing his first year.
Yeah, I think they played more games, obviously, in the NBA than he was accustomed to overseas. So it's a long season. He'll get that adjustment, but I like the fact that they could lose by 40 and then come back and beat the Suns.
Yeah.
And that goes back into Popovich not having a designated person. Like, we just play hard. No, it's no superstar on this team, obviously, yet. So they got that, with that knowledge, they got that whole mentality of we fighting every game. Like, nobody's better than nobody, nobody's this, nobody's that. We all playing our position, we all playing our roles. I feel like they was playing zone the whole game. Like, come on now, I got an NBA team playing zone.
They're young.
They were playing zone.
They're young though. Like, they can't stick a guy like KD, which a lot of people can't stick KD. But the fact that they had to pick and choose how they want to play, and they played against a team that didn't have two firepower guys on the team, and the fact that they was able to actually win that game is very impressive for them, for a young team. Whether you say, oh, we have 2 of the 3 big 3 didn't play, that don't matter. As a young team, we came into Phoenix and played. They're gonna play again against Phoenix on Thursday. So it's 2 games in a row. They're gonna play again against Phoenix. But the fact that he has a good, well, him and the Spurs has a good presence of, like, we are a team that can still be a team that can be something in this league right now, even though we're not one of the better teams in the West.
Yeah, in closing, what I will say about Wembyama, once he has the guard type skill. He's a very skilled player. Once he realizes that I'm skilled on the outside, I could be just as skilled on the inside, and my physical height and presence can also get me points and rewards in the paint as well.
Mm-hmm.
Once he realized, because he realized that when he got mad and took it to the hole. Once he realized that, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna give about 30 games into the season. Once we start seeing really what because he's scoring 18, 15 points just off picking pops, hustle plays.
Mm-hmm.
Once he realized what I can do, I can pick my spot. This is where I get my points at. Because he's blocking shots phenomenal. He's doing everything you want to see a number 1 player do, a number 1 draft pick do, outside of just having opportunities. He's just really scoring just like on basketball. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that, and that's the thing. If you have a great player that you don't have to call plays for, and he can still be productive,
still get off.
That's a great thing. Yeah, that's a great thing. So you talking about the blocking shots? It was crazy because he set forward. My man was Eric Gordon. Mm-hmm. He was at the 3-point line, and I think Wemby was at the elbow, and he blocked the 3 from the elbow. From the elbow, there, you think you have enough room, and all of a sudden, boom, he blocked his shot from the elbow.
He does that every game.
And
that's going to be one of his bread and butters. That's going to be his all-star type capping number.
And the thing is, if you don't know, from the elbow to the 3-point line, it's about a good 5-6 feet right there. For him to 5-6 feet, just jump.
That's hard for people to imagine, but when you're on the court, you see how far it is.
You jumping 5 to 6 feet away, and you jumping, he's still able to block a shot. That is crazy. We seen Dwight in his prime blocking shots, but the fact that
at the rim.
Well, rim, yeah. But the fact
he wasn't doing it like that on the rim.
But I mean, he was jumping above the square blocking shots.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he's blocking shots from the elbow, from the 3-point line, 5-6 feet away, that is amazing to watch. I'm like, yo, you know how difficult that is. The fact that you coming in, I'm a walk-up 3, and Eric Gordon thought he had a walk-up 3, and let it go.
He shot like this is how I always shoot. This is motion. This is rotate for me. No, block, fingertips.
Yeah.
Once Wembyama puts that all together, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. As I reiterated, I'm gonna give it about 30 games. We're gonna be talking about this man in a different way.
30? Okay.
I'm gonna give it 30 games. He gonna need 30 games is like almost a college season, I think.
Yeah, but
almost a college season.
30 games is also a European season as well too. So, FYI. But
30 games, and we're gonna be talking about him in some different type of topics and discussions.
But the next topic about this NBA ball is James Harden.
Harden.
Yeah, he came in from Houston to meet the team at the plane for the first game against Milwaukee. All right, and the security people said, "Nah, we good." Sent him away. He showed up with bags. He ain't been there for a while, whatever. Yeah. And they said, "No, we good. We didn't even let him on the plane. We didn't let him go through security to get on the plane."
Yeah.
How wild is that?
That's crazy. But with the news, obviously today, was it today?
Well,
yesterday, he's been traded.
I'm sorry. It was early this morning. I'm sorry. No, you're right.
It was recently.
It was yesterday.
So James Harden's recently been traded to the Clippers along with PJ Tucker and some other players.
So it was the Sixers acquiring Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, and multiple draft picks in a pick swap for James Harden, PJ Tucker, and somebody named Philippe Petrovich, who just got waived from the Clippers and now signed with Sacramento Kings. Right. But the fact that now you have the Houston trio, Harden, Westbrook, and Tucker back together again, and then you have Patrick Beverley, who's back with Philly. He has his old teammates, Covington and Batum back together in Philly. And now you have Clippers Big Four, which is crazy because their Big Four is all from the LA area. How crazy is that?
That's
Paul
crazy.
George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell, and now James. They're all from the LA area.
Yeah.
They all gonna be playing with each other.
Yeah.
Harden, who led the league in assists last year. How does that work with Harden and Russell, who were number 1 and number 2 in turnovers last year? Even though Harden led the season in assists last year, how does that work? Because does Harden become the PG and Russ come off the ball, or does Russ become the PG and Harden's off the ball? How does that work with the new starting 5 for the Clippers?
I'm not sure how it works, and I'm honestly not sure how it works. When I first seen this trade, my initial reaction, and a lot of trades that come through, your initial reactions are either that's crazy, that's going to be a defining team that makes some noise, or it's like, this one for me, and be honest with you, I was like, when I seen it. So as far as how's it work, which was your question, I think they have to run the offense through Kawhi Leonard.
But Kawhi is not the same
as far
Kawhi.
as being he's not.
I mean, he had 8 points last game. They wound up beating the Magic, who were undefeated. They wound up beating the Magic, but he only had 8 points.
The reason why I say this, the reason why I say that they should run through Kawhi is because you got 4 players, 4 All-Star players who most of them are ball dominant players. Like when you talk about ball dominant players, they got the ball. They win an award for ball dominant.
And now they got 4 guys.
You have to define who that player is going to be as far as who we're going to run this offense through. And I don't see them running their offense through no one other than Kawhi Leonard. I mean, I don't see because in big games I see Kawhi Leonard being that guy and everybody else filling their role and falling in line.
But Paul George right now
is up there.
He's averaging 27 right now.
He's averaging 27, but when it comes down to it, Kawhi's gonna be that guy. Let's not get confused. So how does it work? You're gonna have to demand Harden and Russell Westbrook to take a lesser. They're gonna really have to take a lesser role because it's really still the Kawhi Leonard and Paul George show. You let Russell Westbrook. I don't even know who you let bring the ball in.
That's the thing. I don't know how that works.
My way through this.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. You have 4 people that need the ball, and the fact that you have the leading NBA assist leader is now on your team, and you have a guy named Russell Westbrook,
right,
who led the league in assists when he was doing triple doubles and things like that. How does that work?
Okay, see, Russ was the point guard, and James was the 2.
James came off the bench, but he was young. Now he left to go to Houston, become James Harden, and all of a sudden, I ain't going back to that same guy.
Right.
So I don't know how it works.
So you'll have. So you got Russell, you got Harden, you got Paul, you got Kawhi. Paul and Kawhi are gonna be the 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, I mean
Russell Westbrook and Harden gonna have to, unless you move one of them guys to the 4th.
I don't know if you got Russ at 1.
Or somebody that's accepting coming off.
I don't know if you got Russ at 1. You have James at 2. Kawhi at 3, Paul George at 4. I don't know how that works. So it's
I'm anxious to see. I mean, I'm anxious to see how they're going to have this lineup come out. I would not be surprised if they do have one of these guys come off the bench. I don't see no other way. You got 4 ball dominant guards. Like, I don't understand them being on the floor at the same time. They're going to have to show me to make it make sense. But other than that, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them had to come off the bench.
I agree. So,
they got a lot of talent.
It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have.
When I first initially seen it again, Clippers, James Harden, PJ, it didn't scream, this is the team to beat. It's still the different Nuggets for me in the West. I'm not gonna lie, and I still like Golden State over them.
Okay.
With that squad.
I'm not.
You're dealing with Kawhi Leonard, who's a championship player, and everybody else get in where you fit in.
I'm not big on Golden State right now. I mean, I know Steph is going off right now.
Quiet assassins.
Since they brought since Draymond came back on the team and Chris on the bench, come off the bench, whatever. Now that's going on, Steph has been going crazy for 40 points the last couple of games. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works.
It's going to be interesting to see.
But there used to be 4 undefeated teams: Magic, Denver, Boston, and Mavs. But Magic, wound losing, of course.
Yeah.
But now there's 3 undefeated teams: Denver, reigning champs, Boston, and Mavericks. All right. So you have those 3 teams. Who do you think is going to lose first?
Running back to
Denver, Boston, and Mavs.
Who I think is going to lose first?
Those are 3 undefeated teams left.
The least team I think is going to lose first is Denver. So I'm going to be picking and watch Denver lose first. But the teams I'm going to really be picking.
But Denver and Mavs played in a couple of days.
Denver and Mavs. I got Denver beating the Mavs.
You got Denver beating the Mavs?
So I guess I got Mavs then. And then Boston, and then who else is left?
Denver.
So Boston, Denver, and Mavs?
That's all 3 teams. That's undefeated.
So I got Mavs losing.
You got Mavs losing? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing well right now, so I mean, it could be.
I get them losing to them for sure.
So far, it's only been one 50-point game. That was Zach LaVine. He had 51 points.
Missed that one, man.
19 of 33, 4 rebounds. But he had no assists. How you play a whole game, have 51 points, and don't have not one assist?
I got 50-something points. I'm not passing the ball.
So he on street ball type stuff?
Yeah, I got 50 points. What else you want me to do?
No assist though? Like,
if a guy had 50, I don't care what else you had. You had no rebound.
You can stumble into assist. Like,
you could have no water breaks.
I have 50 points, brother. I'm scoring. 50. I'm scoring all the points, brother. Hey, I got all the points. I got people coming at me.
I give
no. They got people double
Don't ask me to do that.
They had people double teaming me, and I'm still not able to get one assist.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'm that hot. Like, you can have 2 people on me, I'm about to get a bucket.
That's wild for me. I'm
sure the final score was in the 100. He scored half the team points. One player.
So the final score was 118 to 102. They lost.
118 to 102 with the loss.
They lost.
Yeah, so you need
to the Pistons. He lost to the Pistons.
And you need to get 50.
All right. So this topic you guys brought up in IG was the best starting 5. So the best starting 5 out of these teams, we have Lakers, Golden State, Clippers, Suns, Nuggets, Bucks, and Boston. Lakers starting 5: D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron, and right now Vanderbilt. I don't know if he's hurt or sick or whatever, but he's not starting. So Taurean Prince has been starting in AD. That's the Lakers starting 5.
I hate this stuff.
All right. Golden State starting 5 is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and
you were right about
that. Yeah. Clippers starting 5, or potential starting 5: Russ, Harden, PG, Kawhi, and Zubac. All right.
I don't think that's going to be that, but that's what it is right now.
Suns starting 5 whenever they get healthy: Booker, Bradley Beal, Josh Okogie, KD, and Nurkic.
Yep.
And then Nuggets starting 5 is Jamal Murray,
defending champions,
KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Joker. Bucks starting 5: Dame, Malik Beasley, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. And then the last team, Boston starting 5: Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Porzingis. Who do you think has the best starting 5? So what do you think about it?
Go ahead.
I'm thinking it's going to be Boston. I like their squad. I like their team.
I like them defensively and offensively.
And I think they have a chance to actually go through the East and be in the finals next year.
See, I'm with you 100%, no disagreement. But I'm also equally with the Milwaukee Bucks being that same type of team.
I don't think that Milwaukee Bucks have enough to beat.
I think they
Boston.
got enough. I think they got enough offensive firepower. I think them getting rid of Drew Holiday for Dame, and obviously it was other people involved. But
so you said
I think the reward for Dame versus defensive player in Drew Holiday is going to be more than.
So
Boston never listen. Boston is that team that they like Dallas. Like, they gonna be talked about. They're gonna be good. They're gonna win some games. But when it comes down to it, they're not going to really win nothing. At least that's what they've proven to not do. Milwaukee, adding Dame, has at least went to the finals and won with some of the same players they have now, core players, brick low players.
That was a couple years ago. That was a couple years ago.
That's a couple years ago.
They lost. I
think they won in 21.
They lost to number 8 Miami playing game.
But they won with some of the same pieces, and they added a Damian Lillard. Boston has gotten better offensively and defensively. To be honest with you, I think Boston is one of the better defensive teams in the league.
But who you got? Who you got the best starting?
I'm going with the Milwaukee Bucks as the best starting. In the West, I'm going with Denver, hands down. I see Denver coming out the West again.
Of these 6 teams,
they crazy.
No. Of these 6 teams, there's 3 West teams. I'm sorry, 4 West teams.
You go like that.
It's 4 West teams and there's 2 East teams.
Yeah.
Of these 6 teams, who do you got best starting 5? I already told you I'm Boston.
I'm gonna go with Denver.
Denver.
I got Denver coming out the West, Milwaukee coming out the East, but because Denver just won it and the way they look this year, I got Denver.
So I said when Denver won last year, we won't see Denver in the finals again. I said it last year.
I think they're coming out the West.
I am now questioning my original thought because how they played at the beginning of the year, but I'm still going to stand on what I'm saying. I don't think Denver is going to be able to repeat. I'm still saying.
I'm not saying they'll repeat, but I am saying
I don't think they get to the finals again.
You don't think they go to the finals out the West?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Who do you got coming out the West? Let's just start.
I don't know who's going to come out the West. I do know that I don't think it's going to be Denver.
Okay, well, who you thinking about? I'm telling you, Denver look better than all these guys.
Like you said, 30 games in. Let me get 30 games in, and I'll tell you who I'm thinking.
Who you like right now? We only can go what we got right. It's like
who do I like right now?
This is the 5th game right now for OKC. We 5 games in the season.
You see OKC right now beating my sleeper team, OKC. I had them being sleeper team. They are 33
and my sleeper team was Dallas, so they're undefeated.
Yeah, but they played Denver in a couple games.
My sleeper team was Dallas.
They played in a couple days.
And they played the defending champions.
In a couple days.
Sleeper team
Denver,
was Dallas, though. So if they lose
Denver,
to the defending champions, they still a good pick for the sleeper. You got your sleeper versus New Orleans, who with Zion Williams.
That's the schedule. That's the schedule. I can't be falling for the schedule.
Who you got coming out the West? That's what I want to know.
Give me 30
Why
games.
do you need 30 games?
I need 30 games.
Denver look like
because
them guys.
my dark horse is Sacramento.
No.
My dark horse is Sacramento.
Be a dark horse on the Old Town Road. They're not coming down there in the West.
On the Old Town Road. Okay. All right. That's a good one. But since we're going to have another episode in a week, I did highlighted games. Obviously, we can't go through every single game that's going to be being played. So I got highlighted games. I got Kings versus Warriors. Who do you have?
Kings versus Warriors. I'm going with the Warriors.
I got Kings with that one.
Make sure you write it down.
I'm writing it down. Right? Make sure you write it down.
No, I don't trust you.
Clippers and Lakers.
I'm going to go Clippers. I just don't trust the Lakers.
I got Lakers. It's going to take some time.
Hold on. They play tonight, though, right?
Is it tonight or tomorrow?
They play tonight.
Tonight? Okay.
I'm going to go with Lakers.
Okay. I think so. I think it is tonight.
They play tonight.
So, they play tonight.
I don't think all the players are going to play for the Clippers.
So, Thursday's games, I highlighted one game. Spurs versus Suns.
They play again?
Yeah, they play again.
I'll go Suns this time.
I got Suns.
I feel like Booker plays this game, and they don't beat them like they did. They just barely escaped them. Suns.
So, Friday's game. Undefeated Mavs versus undefeated Nuggets.
I got the Nuggets. I already said that.
All right, I'm gonna go against you and I'm gonna say Mavs. All
okay,
right.
That's fine because I still win because if the Mavs win, that's my sleeper too. So,
Hawks.
Hey, that's how you be up on these guys, man.
Hey, Hawks versus Pelicans on Saturday.
Hawks is really been like doing some stuff. They always look good. Listen, Hawks fans out there, we always look good early on. And like,
I mean, Jonathan Murray had 41 points
He's looking good.
a couple games ago.
He's looking like
and he had 22 in the third quarter.
Shout out to DeJounte.
He played well.
He's looking like why we got him. I'm going to go with the Hawks.
Okay. Warriors and Sunday's game. Warriors versus Cavs.
Oh, Warriors.
I got Warriors as well.
Shout out to Monty Bates. He look good.
Monday's game, you got Lakers versus the Heat.
I don't like the Lakers, bro.
How you mean a Lakers fan don't like the Lakers?
I'm a Kobe fan.
That's wild. Kobe ain't playing no more.
R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, R.I.P. But he's not playing no more. Even before he passed, he's not playing no more.
Former Laker, former great, former Hall of Famer, former greatest player ever. Shout out to him. Lakers, Heat. I'm going Lakers. Lakers gonna be Heat.
Okay. And then next Tuesday, nobody plays. I think that's because college basketball starts up and everything. But nobody plays on Tuesday. So there you go. There you go.
Yes, sir. NBA basketball.
NBA basketball.
Good action this year. All y'all fans out there, let us know who y'all got this week, who y'all fans are, and then we kicking it off. Let's get it.
All right. So for our last topic.
Yes, sir. Crazy.
Yo, that's crazy. So we were together watching this fight. It was the Fury fight.
The Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia, they had a lot of stars out there.
A lot of stars.
I believe they fought, was that Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday,
so,
Saturday.
I believe it's
Saturday.
It was Saturday?
They fought Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
It was this past weekend.
Yeah,
they fought
Saturday.
Saudi Arabia. Yep.
So, we were watching the game, and I was on the fight, and the fact that I was like, yo, I think Fury is being boxing technical about things. Even though he got knocked down, I think he's being technical about getting his points boxing wise. Even though that it was old boy's first time fighting in a real boxing match.
It was Francis Ngannou's first professional boxing match. Francis Ngannou was a famous world-class MMA fighter, very talented, very skilled in the world of MMA. But this was his first professional boxing match against Tyson Fury, who's a belt holder. He went from the top. He went from not fighting professional boxing to fighting one of the greatest fighters in the world.
That's in the way,
boxing. That's on top of.
That's in the way. I mean, we saw it
right
with
now. So that's the fight that was going on.
We saw it with Conor McGregor, and Floyd. I mean, that's in the way now. The top UFC MMA guy is going to fight the top boxing guy.
I can't wait for the boxing guys to come over to MMA.
But what was crazy to me was, I don't think it's gonna happen. They can box. They can't do no. Oh, I'm gonna grab you on this floor. We can grapple. I don't think they're gonna be able to do that. But the fact,
somebody stepping in.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But the fact that we were watching this fight and everything, and I'm like, yo, dude, because I hate saying this. It's not really body shaming, but I'm like, yo,
that's true.
Yeah, how is this man looking like this beating a guy that looked like a Greek guy in Francis, and he's doing this? I'm like, yo, I said the same thing.
An African guy.
I said the same thing against Wilder when I first started watching the Fury. I'm like, no, there ain't no way in the world this guy's gonna be able to fight this guy. And then all of a sudden, Fury, boxing tech savvy type guy, is over here, and he's very.
The man came out to Pretty Woman.
The man is a showsman.
Pretty woman.
He's a showsman. He's a showsman. He is a showsman. He's a showsman.
He came out to this song.
I mean, the guy is a showsman.
Fat, out of shape. Listen, if you battle with
problems. That was the heaviest he's ever